He was 4/10 clear pretty well for that pole position time. There he is on our screens now. It's also his third year in the Cup. He knows what it takes to win. So actually, Christian Daniel Jr., Carter Thompson, I have on good authority. They were telling fans yesterday they think he's the rider to beat. What do you reckon?
Well, he may be the rider to beat. She's very, very quick. And you don't have to worry about stumbling around with that name, with that Thai name, because he prefers Mike Yu, which has nothing to do with this.
His nickname, is it?
That's his nickname, and that's a...
3, that's Christian Daniel Jr., the American, starting from 7th place. Alongside him, Benyat Fernandez, former teammate to Valentin Peroni in the European Talent Cup, starting his first season. Carter Thompson, Guillaume Plonk back again from 11th place. David Gonzalez, another newbie, in 12th. Sullivan Mounsey, 13th. Lucas Brown, the British Talent Cup champion, 14th. Veda Pratama, 15th. Then we have Kermantines, Kiandra Ramadhipa, David Da Costa, Gabriel Tassini, Yaroslav Karpushin, and also Jurien van Grooten.
The revs rise, holding on the brake, and the lights go, and a great start from the middle of the second row from Marco Morelli. He won't lead into the first corner, I don't think, because it is Hakim Danish from pole, but up the inside comes the 50.
Backing launch for the 95 for Morelli, but as I think he hooked second gear, got a bit bogged down. He's now on the outside going into turn 2, so he's actually further down than when he started on the grid. It is Uriarte who's properly got the whole shot, then followed by Danish and...
Yeah, but that is the front row, guys.
Oh, big crash there in the background. Goodness gracious me. That is a turn 4. Sincerely hope all riders okay. There's someone else went through the gravel and carrying on. We're coming down the back straight now. I can see Veda Pratama, the 54. It's overtaken Morelli there. He's very late on the brakes, Veda Pratama. He's looking up into 7th place there, or 6th, I should say. But all this drama behind Peter has left Uriarte and Danish.
And he said, I'm just worried that the guys are too excited. They all just, you know, they're not tense enough. And Lucas Brown come unglued for him.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, I mean, our timing screen's not quite keeping up. There was someone else who went down and things like that, but I couldn't quite pinpoint who it was before they disappeared on our timing screens. But as they come around the final corner then, for the first time, it was Sullivan Mounsey who went down. Oh, dear. Yeah, certainly not a day for Royal Britannia, unfortunately, but there we go.
But Veda Pratama up into 3rd place. You know, he came off, he was way...
Come away with a podium to finish off the year at all, but he was certainly very close. He looks to...
Talking to him after qualifying, he wasn't happy, you know, he made a mistake, he missed, you know, the end of qualifying. I'm going to talk to the technical staff, I'm going to review my race from last year, I'm going to work off the experience I got from last year, see if I can... Oh, and a nasty moment there for whoever it was behind Veda Pratama, but that's given Veda...
European Talent Cup last year, and I wouldn't say he set the world alight, but Peter, that's what this series is all about, equal machinery. It's about talent and how well you... It's probably the most exciting rider to come out of the Asia Talent Cup for you lot since one a certain Tayo Furusato.
Yeah, and Zen, he was another one of those who made a mess. Started on the 8th row of the grid. He was much quicker in the free practice sessions.
Well, racing down the leading duo.
And he's going to pick up a double slipstream in a minute, isn't he? As he already is. He'll get sucked into those 3. He was super late on the brakes. So
Pratama, he's all over the back now of Hakim Danish. This is really great to see.
Absolutely superb stuff. Now, he didn't fly past them on the brakes. He wasn't quite close enough on that lap, but he's going to be close pace.
Would like to make a correction of myself as we see Veda Pratama going up the inside then. Well, that's not normally a place to overtake, is it? Goodness me.
No.
Sorry, Peter, I was going to correct myself. We said that Singapong went down in the opening crash. It wasn't him, it was...
Danish, the pole man, and Veda now sitting in a very threatening-looking 2nd place behind Brian Uriarte. And of course,
at the start of the race for quite some time, I would say. I'm surprised to see Pugliese Morelli not further. Shout out to Carter Thompson. He's leading the chasers from the leading duo now. The number 50, well on the case in 4th place now.
Yeah, he did Carter and the rest of that 2nd place group if they're going to have any chance of catching this trio with 11 laps to go. There's time in it, but they're not doing the pace at the moment.
12th position, he's only a couple of spaces ahead of that, but he's still in that 50, sorry, that chasing pack, I should say, as Benyat Fernandez is recovered, number 7 now. It certainly wasn't a flash in the pan, a one lap speed from Ramersdorfer as he's in 5th place still, so a bit of a recovery from that early lap getting
tucked. He'd almost lost it. He's recovered okay, but he's lost ground. It messed up his corner speed and his drive out of the corner. So he's obviously pushing the limit there because he got himself into a bit of a trouble in that tight left.
If there was anybody who had massive pressure on their shoulders coming into this year, it's surely him. You know,
He learnt things the hard way, but he has, you know, stashed that 2 years of experience away in that head of his. And just a lap and a half remaining now. Let's see who's got, if anybody's got a little bit up their sleeve, this is the time to show it.
Time for a swig of water, lubricate the throat for what's set to be a grand...
Stick your neck out, have a swig of water, and then tell me who's going to win this one.
Do you know what? It's going to be Hakim Danish.
It's going to be VEDA. VEDA's going to do it.
Poor Brian. Oh, well, Brian nearly proved us right. It could well be Danish, because what did you do, Peter? That was your fault.
You
need to apologise to him later.
I do, but actually put him offline anyway.
But so, Peter, that's pretty well it for PRATAMA.
Well, he came from that far back on the first at Leeds with Brian Uriarte on his tail, and they are, how far are they ahead of... They're over a second ahead of VEDA. PRATAMA. It's 2 seconds, really, off the lead. OK, Hakim looking superb at the moment, but Brian is not going to let this one leave this one lying down. No. He's going to go after Hakim. He's going to get in the slipstream through the fast right to lead down to the last corner or not.
I don't know, but Brian's not exactly thinking, look, I'm not doing airtime on my Rookies Cup bike and not winning as late as he possibly can, getting all squirrely into turn 6, but that's not the overtaking move there. Brian is building up now for a run to that final corner, and
doesn't he? Coming out of this left-hander and into the right. That's an overtaking pass to the last corner. Is he going to go inside him?
No, he's not. He's sitting there. He's waiting. Here it is then. Grandstand finish. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on.
I think Hakim's going to out-brake himself and run wide, and Brian will get underneath him and exit out of the last corner.
This is it. This is it. Brian, round the outside.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a move that is. It's the run to the line, Peter. Lead us through.
Surely he's going to win it. I think Brian Uriarte has this. Hakim can't get out of the slipstream, and in front of him, it's going to be the Spaniard who wins at home. Brian Uriarte, Hakim Danish, VEDA PRATAMA, absolutely superb.
Quality.
Poor old VEDA.
Quality.
Missed out there. But what a battle.
Goodness
Takes fourth place.
Morelli 5th then. What a ride that was. So, one rider did go a little bit wide. You're right, it was Uriarte railing it round the outside like there was a burn there. Absolutely brilliant.
And yeah, you know, you have to give credit for Hakim because he covered that inside line absolutely superbly. That's the normal overtaking manoeuvres up the inside. And Brian just went around the outside. Absolutely superb.
Well, there you go. Winning in front of the home crowd then is Uriarte from Santander. As you see, Yaroslavka pushing, unfortunately crashed out on the last lap. That is a real shame for the Kyrgyzstani rider. Wow. But it says rider okay. But there we have it. So